Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Today it's time for my October TBR, but not my Top Trumps TBR. This is Twitter picking my TBR instead. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Rebecca, nice of you to join us. I'm very happy you're here. Today I am doing my October TBR. Now normally I would do a Top Trumps game, which if you haven't seen them I'll leave the links down below. I do a monthly TBR using my Top Trumps deck. However, this month I'm doing it similar to what I did this time last year. Wow, that's flew. Where Twitter picks my TBR. So I reached out to my followers on Twitter to ask for some coordinates. If you're not already following me on there, the link is in the description. I asked them for some coordinates because I wanted Twitter to help decide my TBR for the month, and I was inundated with responses, so I've got a few. Let's just go. So the tweet that I put out was asking for people to pick two numbers, the first between 1 and 23, the second between 1 and 25, on the basis that I have roughly 23 shelves, because some of these are double stacked, sorry about that, and roughly 25 on each shelf. So what I'm going to do is whoever's I select, obviously the shelf number is the first one, the second number is the number of books along the shelf. If there's not that number of books on the shelf, I will just start again from the beginning, so I'll do a full loop and then go back to the start and keep going. If I land on a book I've already read, I will pick the book either before or after that, where I get to decide a little bit more whether or not I want to read the book either side. And if it's a series, I will pick up the book of the series that I'm up to at that point. So if it's a sequel and I haven't read the first one, I'll read the first one. If it's the first one and I haven't read one of the sequels, I will read that one instead. Sounds straightforward, right? Let's see what you guys have got in store for me. First of all, the first person to reply, who was literally so hot on this, like I don't know if they must have their notifications turned on or something for my Twitter, but was lovely Vanessa from Wonderness, and she picked 3 and 17. So I've decided to go 1 to 6, 7 to 12, and then 13 to 18. 19's the one over there, 20 is this pile of books here, and then 21, 22, 23, which are the ones on the floor that you can't see, so I've just pointed at nothing. Vanessa from Wonderness picked 3 and 17, so 3 is this shelf. So Vanessa's coordinates picked out Crown of Feathers by Nikki Palpretto. I've had this one for so long. I need to take that sticker off, don't I? I've had this one for so long now. This one follows I am a daughter of death, from the ashes I rose like a phoenix from the pyre. I had a sister once, I promised her the throne would not come between us, but it is a fact of life that one must kill or be killed, rule or be ruled, and sometimes the title of a queen is given, sometimes it must be taken. Okay. There's some really good feedback in here as well. I'm quite excited, and it has a map. Okay, I can get on board with that. Great first choice, thank you Vanessa. So the second coordinates are from the lovely Lauren from Lolalong on Twitter, or Lightning Lavender on YouTube. Go follow her, she's amazing. She picked 12 and 5. Now 12 is a hardback shelf for me, as is number 6. So the winning one, the choice for that one is The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. So thank you very much Lauren for picking this one out. It's a one that's been on my radar for a while. I got this second hand on Facebook, and a week later the paperback come out, so I might as well have just waited, but I'm happy nonetheless. I don't really know too much about this. It has a lot of good feedback on the back. The fantasy debut, a captivating tale of magic, revolution and mystery, where a young woman's sense of identity will make or break an empire. We love a strong woman. We approve. This too has a map. Very excited, so thank you very much Lauren for picking this one out for me. Let's go with 13 and 14, and this is from someone called Andy, so thank you very much Andy on Twitter. 14, which is my series shelf, so it's either going to be, oh no, what's it going to be? It might be Truth Witch, it might be Leviathan Wakes, or it might be Percy Jackson. Let's go have a look. I was right. Andy's pick is Wind Witch, which is book 2 in the Truth Witch series, the Witchland series by Susan Dennard. I read book 1 and really enjoyed it. Like, I was quite pleasantly surprised, and this was a couple of years ago now, so I'm probably going to have to read a recap of book 1 before going into this one. It follows Safi and Isolde. One of them is a Truth Witch, and Truth Witches aren't supposed to exist, from what I remember. I really enjoyed it. They were on the run, they were on a ship, from what I remember, so I'm very excited for this one. I have been meaning to pick this up for a while, so thank you Andy for selecting those coordinates. Next one is Victoria, from what Victoria read. Hello Victoria if you're watching this, 7 and 21. That's 7, which is where I've got my wrap up to be done. Okay, so as you can see, this is shelf 7. We may have to go around a couple of times, but it's 7 and 21. 21, oh no, okay. Okay, so Victoria's selection took me to another sequel. I'm not that mad, but I'm also mad. It's Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb, which is book 2 of the Farseer trilogy, which is series 1 in the Elderling universe. I've been meaning to get to this for a while. I really actually enjoyed Assassin's Apprentice when I read it, and I picked this one up second hand, and I'm pleased that I did. It's been sitting on my shelf for quite a while. It follows Fitz. He is the bastard son of a prince who basically abdicates the throne when he finds out that his son's maternal grandfather is coming to drop him off. So he abdicates the throne, doesn't want anything to do with his son, and the crown decide that he could be a really good spy because he is a commoner but also royal, so they kind of train him up to be an assassin, and this is the sequel to the first one. Very interested. I know that there's a lot of hype around Robin Hobb at the moment with various read-alongs happening, so it's probably about time that I did pick this one up. Okay, so we have 4 books. Normally I pick 5 for my TBRs, so let's see what the 5th one could be for a selection. Emma from E.L. Joseph said 18 and 24. Okay, so here's the problem. 18 is a shelf that is all boxed up. Okay, so 18 is all boxed up already, so I'm not pulling that out. Didn't think this through. So it's just going to go onto the next shelf, which is over there, so I'll be back in a second with the book pick. So Emma's pick is Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerry Maniscalco, because clearly I don't have enough fantasy on my TBR for the month already, just in time for Kingdom of the Cursed coming out as well. So this one, I want to say it's vampires, but I don't think it is. I might be wrong. A lot of people love this. It's got very gothic-y vibes from what I've heard, and I'm just going to jump into it blind. I'm quite excited actually to see what's going on. Is it a signed edition? I don't think it is. No, it is. Oh my god, it is. Oh, it's a signed edition, look. Didn't even realise that it was a signed edition. I think I actually picked this one up in Waterstones itself, so I might have to go back and get book 2 to match. But I'm very excited, so thank you very much, Emma, for picking those numbers. So, October plans. Fingers crossed for a house move, which means that I may not actually get as much reading done as I'd hoped. However, this month I didn't do as much reading as I'd planned either. However, I have got nearly 2 books read from my TBR. I've also made my way through a secret project, which is still going to carry on into October. So that book needs to be finished in October. I also need to pick up Akamath because I got waylaid by other books, and I'm still a chunk of the way into that one. So there we have it. These are the 5 books that I'm reading this month, hopefully. Throw in a potential house move, fingers crossed that gets moving, and 2 really chunky books as well that I'm still currently in the middle of. We're in for an exciting month. Fingers crossed I get through a good chunk of these. If I don't get through all of them, I at least want to get through the 2 hardbacks potentially, and maybe even Crown of Feathers. So if I don't hit the sequels, it's not the end of the world. But thank you all so much for watching. I will leave the people down below who shared the lovely numbers with me for these books. I will leave their links down below, and yes, please go check those out. I would really appreciate it. Some of them may even comment on this video, so if they do, please click their little profile, head on over to their channel and show them all the love as well. But if you open that description box, my god, this ending never gets easier. If you open my description box, you'll find a link to all my social media channels, along with the links for the books and people mentioned. Go say hi on other platforms. I love making new friends on the internet. I promise that's not creepy. And what are your reading plans for October? Leave me a book stack or a bird. Leave me a bird for Crown of Feathers. Yeah, leave me a bird for Crown of Feathers. But thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you all soon with another video. Thanks. Bye!